Welcome to AHA, a human among humans. Maybe I'll get a little lower if I can. Or maybe you just won't see the top of my head. That might be nice too. So, AHA, a human among humans. And thank you for joining us and being a human among humans. This is a poem that I love. And it's called Love After Love, whatever that means. I'll try to refrain from commenting on it until I share it with you. The time will come. The time will come when, with elation, you will greet yourself arriving at your own door, in your own mirror, and each will smile at the other's welcome and say, "Sit here, eat." You will love again the stranger who is yourself. Give wine, give bread, give back your heart to itself, to the stranger who has loved you all your life, whom you ignored for another, who knows you by heart. Take down the love letters from the bookshelf, the photographs, the desperate notes. Peel your own image from the mirror. Sit, feast on your life. Now, that's a lot. And so we'll do it slowly again and maybe again, since this should change our lives for the better. Love after love. The time will come, I hope it's now, when with elation you will greet yourself arriving at your own door in your own mirror, and each will smile at the other's welcome. The time will come when with elation, Sarah, you will greet yourself arriving at your own door. Hi, self, in your own mirror, seeing yourself. And each will smile at the other's welcome. You know, we have these, our self, and then our commentary, our over self, our critical or celebrating self. And the time will come when you will meet the part of you that might use the word you. You, Sarah. The time will come when with elation you will greet yourself arriving at your own door. Welcome home. Say that to myself. Welcome home, Mikey. In your own mirror and see yourself, which I can on TV, and each will smile at the other's welcome. May we greet ourselves, reconcile with ourselves, be one with ourselves, join the team, maybe the self or the over self or the super ego, whatever you want to call it. May the self and the over self and our, what we call the id, or our primal drives, may we get along with the parts of ourselves. Hi there, anger. Here's my love. Can we get along? Can we turn into strong love? Not be at war with each other? Hi, trauma. Can I cradle you? feel compassion for you, help you heal so you can join in the great jazz symphony that is us. Wouldn't that be nice? All your parts contributing. Some boom, 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 others nice violin music. La da 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 da. And they're all part of the orchestra. That is ourself. One more time. The time will come when with elation you will greet yourself arriving at your own door, in your own mirror, and each will smile at the other's welcome. This is Love After Love by Derek Walcott. And say, sit here. Eat. You will love again the stranger who was yourself. All you have been, my first memories to now. And you might look, as I do, at some of the things I've done. I'm sorry for the things I've done, but that's me. I understand I was trying to do as best as I could. I could tell that to my beloved first wife. I think she understands now. Sit here, where I thought the way of relating was to tell people how they were wrong, and I knew. Wasn't that a lovely way to relate? I also thought that if I could tell people, when they told me their spiritual beliefs, their religious beliefs, if I could criticize them, they would love that, help them be better. What was I thinking? And not appreciate them for who they are, or the many women I've been with. It was too frightening to see how beautiful they were, how I'd be too awed, lose my supposed power. And those strangers, I can understand them. They were protecting themselves. I can't handle that much beauty. And now maybe I can, in myself and others. Sit here, eat. You will love again the stranger who was yourself. Give wine. Give bread. Forgiveness. I forgive me for all I've done. I'm sorry for the things I've done. I can make amends in advance, or future amends, not amends in advance, but I could make amends now and not treat roommates, people I love, the way I did. Walking out and slamming the door, hanging up on the phone. And that stranger, hi, smile. Give back your heart to itself, to the stranger who has loved you, that angry boy meaning 40-year-old, young man, middle-aged man. He loved me in his own, to be kind, awkward way. To the stranger who has loved you all your life, whom you ignored for another, not me, I'd rather be you, or jealous, I'm not you. Envious, I'm not you. You with the happy family, supposedly, and the happy children, and the steady job. Whom you ignored for another. And this stranger knows my heart to some degree, maybe. Through these strange parts of ourselves, they might have known much about my heart I didn't know. It's an old song I love. If I give my heart to you, will you handle it with care? Will you always treat me tenderly and in every way be fair? Will you cry with me when I'm sad? Sigh with me when I'm glad, and always be as you are with me tonight. Think it over and be sure. Please don't answer till you know. Will you always treat me tenderly if I give my heart to you? And we can do this with ourselves also, as well as people we love. Take down the love letters from the bookshelf, the photographs, the desperate notes to others. Peel your own image from the mirror. And we see who we are underneath what we seem to be. Sit. Which I'm doing now, I imagine you too. Feast. Feast on your life. Nourishment. Take it in. Yum. May we love after love. After maybe all the people we loved. Maybe we can love the stranger who is ourself. Thank you, Derek Walcott. I will now try to read this again, try without commentary. Maybe we can take it in. More. Love after love. The time will come when, with elation, you will greet yourself arriving at your own door, in your own mirror, and each will smile at the other's welcome and say, sit here, eat. You will love again the stranger who was yourself. Give wine, give bread, give back your heart to itself, to the stranger who has loved you all your life, whom you ignored for another. Do we know how much we loved ourselves? Oh, I'm commenting. I'm sorry. Take down the love letters from the bookshelf, the photographs, the desperate notes. Peel your own image from the mirror. Sit. Feast on your life. Yum. Well, the time will come with elation. You will greet yourself arriving at your own door, in your own mirror, and each will smile at the other's welcome. Well, I wish this for all of us. Maybe the time will come is now, or it's only 7:19. We don't need to rush these things. So this is finding hidden love in ourselves. Now, there are many who say God too loves us more than we know, both in the Koran and the Bible. God loves us more than we know. Can we take it in? Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff comfort me. So can we put these two together? The stranger who loves us, who is ourself. Well, maybe when we start becoming a loving, harmonious, wild, still jazz orchestra, we can invite that in everyone and everything. I'm a part of the Sufi community, and the Sufi community says there's nothing but God, which includes the stranger in ourselves. So the more harmonious we are in ourselves, as Jeshua Jesus says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Yum. I was wondering, I might have time to begin this. I was writing about Noah's Ark. And the story begins with the sons of God, or the children of God, that's us, seeing how beautiful other men and women are, marry them and give birth to, in Hebrew it's called Nephilim, the fallen ones. And the story in the Bible is at this point, the God who is called, I'll call him Yah. Yes, but it's a Yahweh, the way of Yah, is furious and says, the narrator seems to know what's in the mind and heart of God. The thoughts of all human beings are evil in their heart. And Yah, the spirit of the time, these patriarchal times, wants to flood the world and start all over again. Maybe that poem, Love After Love, is starting all over again. And the Bible is so honest, because it seems that Yah is revealing to us, since he's supposedly inspired the writing, that he had evil in his heart. What could be more evil than destroying almost all that's alive on earth? The cockroaches, the polar bears, the children, the human beings. We might be going through this again, of course, and people thinking you're all evil and not seeing their own. And I love the Bible. In Genesis, it seems to be, if we can read the secrets that are revealed, the revelation in the Bible, that God is honest enough to say, oh my, which he does in the story. I'm sorry. I'm going to place a rainbow in the sky to remind me whenever I feel fury toward humanity. Who hasn't? I promise never to flood them again. I hope all the people in power in the world and all of us, in the image of our God, remember our promise never to flood the earth again. Mine. And the Yahweh only makes this promise after Noah going through all of the flood and the ark and his welcoming of all animals. After Noah, after this harrowing experience, makes the sacrifice to Yahweh anyway. Even after he flooded the earth. And then Yahweh is touched. Oh my, I can be honored, respected, loved, even after all my destructive ways. And touched by Noah, then God promises, I will place a rainbow in the sky. In case I forget, it will remind me, do not flood world. Thank you, dear Yahweh, for your honesty, loving the stranger in yourself. The time will come when with elation you will greet yourself arriving at your own door, in your own mirror, and each will smile at the other's welcome and say, sit here, eat. You will love again the stranger who was yourself. Give wine, give bread, give back your heart to itself, to the stranger who has loved you all your life, whom you ignored for another, who knows you by heart. Take down the love letters from the bookshelf, the photographs, the desperate notes. Peel your own image from the mirror. Sit, feast on your life.